Hello, everyone. I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Tyrants of the Moonsea. Last episode, we went and dealt with some of the foes who are actually kind of fighting in here. Forgot to put that on. Specifically, the leader of the demons and the leader of the Sladi. We were going to help the demons, get rid of the Sladi, so that we'd only have to deal with one of them, but then the Sladi said, yeah, listen, get rid of the demons and I'll just leave. So we helped him, we killed the leader of the demons, and the leader of the Sladi left, and probably took his Slad with him. So, good news. Now, let's move on. It's time to reach Hillsfar. Let's see what's inside. Oh. As you approach the gates, a crazed old man hobbles over to you and begins jabbing a gnarled finger in your face. His wispy white hair and manic pale blue eyes give him the appearance of some kind of wraith.
Infidel, thieving cure, putrid crust on the scab of humanity, festering boil on the armpit of all that is holy. Give it back, damn you! Give it back!
He grabs and tears at his hair in frustration, pulling out clumps that drift to the snow-speckled ground. Give what back, good sir?
Don't try and pretend innocence, you two-faced dog. I know you have it. I can smell it on you. The spoon! My spoon! You stole it while I slept, didn't you? I never let it out of my sight, so you must have crept in like a rat and stole it from under my nose.
I don't have the spoon of which you speak. The old man howls in anger.
They pretend they don't have it, but I can smell it on them. Where are you wearing clothes, if not I the spoon? Answer that one, you pestilent font of deception.
I swear on my honor, I don't have your spoon. I just got here.
No, it is mine. Mine! Give it to me, you old scoundrel, or feel the wrath of an old man's fury.
He lunges at you, waving his bony arms ineffectively. Gently take hold of his arms and push him backwards. Gently. The old man tumbles to the ground in a heap as you push him away, shrieking and throwing his arms and legs like a child in the midst of a tantrum. Several moments pass before he gets to his feet.
Foul knave! Demon spawn! Rob an old man, will you? You'll pay for this, I tell you. My spoon calls to me. It begs for release from your tyrannical grasp, and I shall not fail it.
With that, the old man totters off. Well, that was a thing that happened. Hey, Sarah. Okay. The hell was that? Amberlin.
Hello.
Curse my lack-witted husband, what possessed me to have married such a buffoon? My mother was right about him all along. He's a good-for-nothing, unfit for the hand of a Goldwaters. Who are you? I am the Honourable Lady Amberlin Goldwaters, heiress of the esteemed Goldwaters merchant family of Sembia. This pig of a man is my husband, I am sorry to say. Tell me what the problem is. Speak with my husband. It's his fault we're in this pickle. It's quite an attitude you have. Bah! Go and pester my husband. He is more suited to converse with the common rabble than I. Farewell. Yes, be gone and leave us to our dilemma.
Greetings to you.
This fat, balding man appears to be involved in a heated discussion with his wife. He shakes his head and nods weakly as she launches into yet another ferocious attack. Father told me at the time, Amber, you're dragging the family name down by marrying that chumped-up baker's son, and by gum, he was right. You're as hapless as that one-armed stable boy. But, dear, it wasn't his fault the horse bolted. Your good friend Eleanor Highblossom forgot to close the store. Oh, really, Trustwick? You're pathetic. It's just like you to make excuses. I wonder what feeble explanation you're going to supply this time. You wanted to accompany me here, dear. I told you to stay at home, but you insisted on coming to visit William. Oh, so it's William's fault now, is it? Good gods, man, have you no shame? In case it slipped your mind, you're my husband. You are supposed to look after me. Here we are, stranded outside the city gates in the freezing cold, miles from home. The merchant, Cheswick, notices you watching and clears his throat. Excuse us, madam, but you've caught us at a bad time. Is there something I can help you with? Who are you? My name is Cheswick. This is my darling wife, Amberlyn. We've traveled north from Sembia, intending to deliver my merchandise and then visit Amber's dear friend William. Things haven't quite gone as planned. Oh, you can say that again, you big oaf. Poor William. I dare say he's had his servants prepare a welcoming feast. Now, thanks to you, we're going to disappoint him. Yes, dear. Shut up, Sarah. What's the problem here? You tell her, Cheswick. You tell her how stupid you were, dragging your poor, delicate wife all the way north with you in such frightful weather conditions. Not to mention all the talk of cultists cavorting with demons, and who knows what else. Yes, dear. Well, as I was about to say, the Red Plumes confiscated my merchandise as soon as we arrived here. Apparently, the lord of the city has passed a new edict stating that all goods entering the city are to be confiscated. Why must goods entering the city be confiscated? I assume it has to do with this order people are gossiping about. Lord Malthier is a paranoid man at the best of times. Probably why he's managed to rule the city for so long. Why are you still out here? The Red Plumes won't let anyone into the city. They took our merchandise and locked us out. I thought about heading west to Voonlar, but even if we make it that far, I've heard the town was recently attacked. Nowhere is safe. It's a disaster. Oh, do shut up, Cheswick. You're embarrassing me. As Father always said, Cheswick lacks the breeding to keep his chin up when the times are hard. Okay, why such a low opinion of your husband? The merchant's wife shakes her head and heaves a heavy sigh. Oh, it wasn't always this way. Dear, I don't think this is the time or the place. My parents warned me against marrying him. He was too lowborn, they said. They wanted me to marry off some stuffy nobleman. Cheswick offered me something different. He was dynamic, exciting. That's quite enough, Amber. I'm sure this good woman has better things to do with her time than listen to our marital woes. If we don't find shelter from this cold, we may never make it back to Sembia. Perhaps I can help? That's very generous of you, but it would seem you are in the same boat as us. Well, there's a merchant caravan west of here. Really? Well, perhaps this merchant would be kind enough to offer us shelter for a time. We have nothing to offer this man in return for his hospitality, foolish husband. Why would any honest man offer shelters to strangers in these dark times? We have no merchandise and little gold. All we have are these stupid oxen. You could always trade your wife. No, no one would take that trade. No one. The caravan has no oxen. The merchant could use them. Well, what are we waiting for? We can trade the oxen for the merchant's hospitality and wait for Hillsfar to open its gates. Come, Amber. Let us see if we can find this merchant. Well, there we go. I didn't get to ask him about the place. This Maganus the dragon spoke of intrigues me. He must have been the magic. His must have been the magic I felt back in Voonlar. Art so strong it seemed as though it could tame the gods themselves. The residual taint of the art is heavy in the air. The Order wizards must have been reckless with their summoning spells to have left such a strong imprint of magic in this place. It is probably best not to linger here. I don't know why that happened. I didn't intend to talk with him. Okay, Red Plume Guard. Let's see if you'll let us in.
I greet you.
Halt! Hillsfar ain't opening its gates to anyone who ain't a Red Plume. Unless you possess a permit from the Lord Malthier himself, the city is closed to you.
Why has Hillsfar closed its gates?
Lord Malthier ain't no fool. If the Zents march here, they will have to camp outside in the freezing cold, while we're safe behind the walls.
Anyone trapped outside will freeze.
That's not my problem. Any sod could be a spy from Zentil Keep or one of those Order cultists. Honest folk are at home behind closed doors.
I need to speak to Officer One Hand. The Red Plumes starts at the mention of Kalor.
Aye?
Why would Captain One Hand be interested in the likes of you? It's important that I speak with him.
Oh, for the love of... You'd better pray you have a good reason for disturbing him. You wait here while I go fetch Captain One Hand.
Oh, he does only have one hand. Kaelor One Hand is a tall, scowling man of middling years. In his right hand, he grips a flaming longsword, a magnificent blade that ejects sizzling sparks onto the snow. His left arm ends in a stump, the source of his name.
Damn it! What nonsense is this? I'm a busy man. You'll pay for calling me down here, in the freezing cold no less, without good reason. I don't even know who in the nine hells you are. Blood and ashes.
Wait, hang on. Wait, I was sent here.
I don't want to hear it. Get through that gate now before you talk yourself into even more trouble.
The guard on gate duty sniggers as his officer berates you. One Hand whirls around and yells at this underling.
You, guard! The fun is over. Get back to guarding this gate and make sure you do it properly, or I'll have you shoveling snow for the next 10 days.
With a fierce shove, One Hand propels you through the gate and into Hillsfar. Ooh, level up.
I am sorry about that. My men are loyal to me, but Malthira's eyes and ears throughout the city. That little show was necessary to avoid drawing suspicion.
My companions are still outside the city.
I'm afraid I had no choice. Even for me, opening the gates was a risk. The last thing I want is to draw attention to us. You won't be here for very long. In a few hours, you'll be able to resume your journey. I'm sure your friends will wait for you.
I'd like to know more about you.
I'll gladly tell you what you wish to know, but later. This isn't the right time or place. We'll draw attention.
I want to ask some questions about Hillsfar. Kaelor One Hand shakes his head.
We'll have plenty of time to talk once we're out of the cold, and away from interested ears.
Tell me what I need to do next.
These are dark times. This cult is targeting the Zentarim, but Hillsfar is the most likely outlet for the Black Network's wrath. War looms closer daily. The order needs to be stopped, and soon. There's an inn not far from here, the Diamond in the Dung. There we can speak in private without arousing suspicion. I'll see you there shortly. Oh, and welcome to Hillsfar.
So, my companions are staying outside then. Got it. Central Market, the Diamond in the Dung. Please tell me that's Titus's Emporium? And not, Okay. So, everyone's outside and I can't get through, right? Right, okay. But I can level up. So, fighter, point in strength, point in lore. Unfortunately, that's all I can do. And I have longsword improved crit. I don't use a bow. Yeah, I don't really know what to take here. I'll take called shot for the sake of it. I guess I'll take called shot for the sake of having it. Okay, so the market is almost empty. The biting cold and threat of war have persuaded most folk to remain in their homes. An exotic-looking mage and a solemn druid glare at each other across the square.
Hello.
Well met, Wanderer. It's good to see another stranger in this city, aside from that red wizard over there. I am Brannon Oakhart, druid of the Tree Father Sylvanus. Tell me about Sylvanus. Sylvanus is the god of nature. I am but one of a score of druids in Cormanthor dedicated to serving the Tree Father. We worship him by tending the forest and its wildlife, and by making sure the impact of civilization is kept to a minimum. Tell me about what do you know about that red wizard? In truth, I've barely paid attention to him. He was here when I arrived. He claims to be a merchant, but like all red wizards, he is arrogant, self-absorbed, and interested only in increasing his own power and wealth. What's a druid doing in Hillsfar? Normally, I would stay as far away from this place as possible. Its ruler is a ruthless tyrant who cares nothing for the natural order of things. only for furthering his own power. A 10-day ago, I was attacked near the edge of the Cormanthor forest by demons. They chased me to the very walls of this city. My direwolf companion, Cassius, bought me time to escape, at the cost of his life. I had no choice but to seek temporary shelter here. Tell me about Cassius. He was a loyal friend to me for many years. He fought fiercely despite being outnumbered. I didn't see him fall, but his wounds were terrible. What do you know about the Order of the Crippled Fang? I have heard only rumors. I suspect it was their demonic summoning that led to my current situation. The sooner they are stopped, the sooner the Moonsea will return to a state of balance. Any items for sale? I have a small selection of items that may be of use to you. I need gold to survive until I can return to the wilds. Well, let's see. Boots of Hardiness. Ceremonial Uthgard belt. Not bad. Ironwood small shield? Yeah, no. Ironwood large shield. Arcane spell failure minus 0.5%. Yeah, no. I'm not going to use an Ironwood shield. The Great Oak, Armor of the Wolf. Standard weapons there. Potions. Ring of Animal Friendship, and crafting materials. Right, don't need any of that. Let's see here. Zeltun San. The bald pate of this wizard is inked with an intricate design. He shivers in the biting cold and looks around with contempt, though his expression changes instantly into benign and totally false amiability whenever a red plume glances in his direction. Greetings, respected friend. You stand before the eminent red wizard Zeltun San, purveyor of all things magical. From the unapproachable east I have traveled, bringing treasures of such wonder as to delight the rustic honest folk who gaze upon them. The unapproachable east? Travel east for almost 500 leagues. Through the Earthspur Mountains, the nation of Impiltor, and from there, the Great Dale and the Forest of Lethir. Head south for many days, and eventually you will find Thay, the Jewel of the East. Tell me about Thay. Bah! The uncouth Bob... that is, the simple folk here would grovel in shame if they but witnessed the wonders of glorious Thay. Under the guidance of the Red Wizards, they will one day rival fallen Netheril itself as a bastion of learning and magical endeavor. The Red Wizards? Ignorant That is to say, my friend, how can it be that you know nothing of the Red Wizards of Thay? We are famed throughout Faerun for our mastery of the art and dedication to furthering the magic in its every form. That is why I am here now. Tell me about Netheril. Netheril was the greatest achievement of human civilization in the history of the realms. The arch-wizards there wielded magic that rivaled the gods. Alas, one of them overreached while looking for ways to battle the Faerums assailing the nation, and inadvertently brought it all crashing down. Quite literally, from what I remember. The Faerums? Gods, must I explain everything to these backwater Neanderthals? I mean, my less educated Western cousins? The Faerums are an alien species of magic-draining spellcasters long lost to Faerun. They disappeared shortly after the fall of Netheril. Let's see. Zeltun San is a merchant and a mage, not a scholar. Although that's not to say I am lacking in academic distinction either. Ask your questions. I get the feeling you're not pleased to be here. Good friend, what could cause you to make such an erroneous judgment? Between the invigorating cold and the refreshingly rustic, ignorant, stupid people of this fine land, I could hardly be happier. Yes, indeed. Indeed. What do you know of the Order of the Crippled Fang? A little beyond the rumors of them stirring up Zentral Keep for war. Still, war is always good for trade. I only pray that Hillsfar opens its gates before spring. The slaves, that is to say, my family back in Thay, surely await my homecoming with touching eagerness. They want to see your merchandise. But of course, you look like a woman of means. My wares are always available to those with coin. Yo, you've got cloaks, robes, nothing I need to buy from you. No weapons. A lot of potions of scrolls, no healing, unfortunately. Staff of Command, Wand of Summoning, Rod of Terror, Scarabs, Rings. The Nomad's Ring is Sorcerer slots, and the Wanderer's Ring is Wizard slots. And we've got Dusts of Appearance and Disappearance, Brazier of Commanding Fire Elementals, and Chime of Opening. I don't think I need any of these. What do you have to say, guard?
I greet you.
You're that bloody fighter Officer One Hand just brought into the city, ain't you? I suggest you finish your business with him, then get yourself away from here. I don't know why Kaelor One Hand let you in, but his lordship Malthier's orders were clear. I want to ask some questions. No chance! I ain't one for questioning the One Hand, but if Jorgen finds out the captain's violated Malthier's orders, we'll all be in a heap of trouble. Hurry up and finish your business, then get out! Who's this Jorgen? Jorgen Bergenblade, the commander of the Red Plumes. Kaelor is one of his best officers, aye, but nobody goes against Jorgen's orders without risking his wrath. Jorgen Bergenblade. I don't know, but that name just sounds very silly. I want to access the rest of the city. Ha! Do you think I'm going to... Okay, yeah, it's not going to work. Alright, farewell. Let's see. More commoners, more commoners. Okay, that door's locked. I'm not going to try knocking my way in right now. The ornate shopfront indicates this building may have once been a small temple. Red plumes eye you suspiciously as you approach the entrance. Titus's Emporium.
Hello.
This merchant dresses smartly, and his handsome face and quick smile make him appear younger than he is. His voice is smooth and genial. Ah, it's always a pleasure to see one of your persuasion in my little establishment. I am Titus. Tell me, friend, were you looking for leather, wool, or another fabric? Perhaps you're after something a little more exotic? Exotic? What do you mean? Oh, you know, tools of the trade and whatnot. I'm certain that one of your profession is often in need of items that may come in handy during, how shall we say it, your adventures? You sell adventuring gear. The merchant flashes another smile. Aye, that I do. I know quite a few folk in the adventuring trade. Was in it myself before my leg went bad. His lordship Malthier does not approve of adventurers or those who cater to them, so I try to be discreet. I want to ask some questions. Questions, eh? Well, this is where I would normally say my deepest apologies, good madam, but I'm too busy to answer questions. The truth, though, is that I haven't had a customer all day. Go ahead, friend. I want to talk about Hillsfar. What do you want to know? Tell me about the arena. The arena is Malthier's pride and joy. Like all good tyrants, his lordship enjoys nothing more than senseless brutality carried out in the name of justice. Oh, did I say justice? I meant, entertainment. Where are all the non-human races? Malthier hates non-humans to the core of his being. It could be considered an amusing character trait were it not for the hundreds of innocents that have died simply for the crime of not being human. And why are the city gates locked? The last thing Malthier wants with this talk of war is spies from the Black Network worming their way into the city. He's preparing Hillsfar in the event of war with Zental Keep. There have also been rumors, spoken only in whispers, of red plumes going missing. And not just any red plumes, but hardened veterans that have been with the company for years. How this fits in with everything else, I don't know, but I suspect it can't be good. So, let me ask about someone. Well, who would you like to know about? Tell me about yourself. I was once an adventurer of no small renown in these parts. I stole from the rich and gave to the poor. Or, at least, less rich. Alas, my career was cut short by terrible injury. An ogre broke my leg in 3 places. The priests were never able to fully heal it. Rather than abandon the profession entirely, I decided to set up shop here and provide goods to those who would carry on the glorious tradition of adventuring. I've made more gold from trade than I ever managed crawling through old tombs. What do you know about Malthier? He's one of the shrewdest men in the realms. He is also one of the most xenophobic and ruthless. As long as you keep on the right side of him, he offers security and relative prosperity in a land of constant danger. But do not get on the wrong side of him. Tell me what you know about Kaelor One Hand. Kaelor One Hand? One of the best fighters in the city, and reputedly the most fair-minded of the Red Plume's officers. He's a grim one, but there's a kindness to him that's sadly lacking in most of his comrades. Interesting. Why is business so bad? Well, there's normally a fairly decent trickle of adventurers into Hillsfar despite his lordship's ban of the trade. But with Hillsfar under lock and key, my customers have dried up. Well, let me see your merchandise. Let's see. Half plate plus 3. Braces of dexterity. Half plate plus 4 is pretty good. Well, it's only like 1 better. So I don't think I need to buy it right now. Weapon-wise, I've currently got a plus 3 longsword, so I don't need to buy another. And I don't think I need to buy anything else here. They're all plus 3s. Let's see. Potions. Still no healing potions. Basic magical items there. And traps. Alright. Nothing here I need to take. Alright. I don't know if there's anything else around here to look at. I'll try and look. But it looks like it's all commoners and mercs. And I've already spoken with the 2 merchants. Mercenaries over in the corners. Can I go into here at all? Nope, that's locked, and I'm not gonna knock down the doors. Okay, well, tell you what. I think we'll go into the inn here in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Next episode, we'll see if we can speak to One Hand and find out what the hell is going on here. What did he say? Crazy old man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Check on them at some point to ensure they arrive safely. I'll get to that later. And we've made it into here. Alright, well, like I said, next episode we'll go in and talk to One Hand. Till then, I am Chestic44, also known as Fly. That is Luca Narani. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Tyrants of the Moonsea. And I shall see you all next time.